Have you ever looked back at a conversation and realized you were acting more like a character in someone else's story than just yourself? Maybe you exaggerated your friendliness, gave away your time and energy freely, or smiled when you really wanted to roll your eyes. Here's the truth: being too nice, when it's not genuine, isn't kindness. It's a kind of manipulation. And it's time to stop performing for others. Welcome to the Growth Mindset Project. And today, we're breaking down why extreme people pleasing is hurting you and what happens when you stop seeking approval from everyone. If you're new here, or if you've ever felt pressured to be the nice one, hit subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss future videos built for your personal growth. Let's be honest for a second. We all want to be liked to some degree, especially when meeting new people. Maybe you've caught yourself being extra smiley or hyper-agreeable in a group just to fit in, or you've seen others do it. It all seems harmless until you realize that it's not really you showing up. When we're always performing, always available, always agreeable, there's a hidden motive underneath. It might sound harsh, but when your niceness is really about making others like you, that's manipulation. It comes from insecurity and a desire for validation. Instead of asking yourself, do I actually like this person? Or is this someone I want in my life? The mental loop is, I hope they like me. The truth gets buried underneath layers of performance. Kindness without honesty is just another form of control, trying to shape someone's view of you, keeping things comfortable, avoiding confrontation or rejection by hiding who you really are. How often have you agreed with something you don't believe in just to maintain harmony? Or laughed at a joke you didn't find funny, or accepted plans you weren't interested in because you didn't want to disappoint? These may sound harmless, but over time, every act of people-pleasing is a brick in a wall. You're building a persona, and the real you is trapped on the other side. Not only is this exhausting, but it also creates confusion in relationships. Think about the so-called cold people you've met, the ones who seem reserved when you first encounter them, who don't rush to shower you with attention or approval. Often, once you get to know them, you realize their warmth and kindness runs deep. They just don't perform for others. They protect their energy. On the flip side, those who are extremely warm and open right from the start sometimes end up being less reliable once the novelty wears off. They built a connection on performance, not authenticity. Pause for a moment. If any of this is hitting home, if you've recognized yourself in these patterns, give this video a like and comment below with your own experiences. Have you ever found yourself exhausted from trying to please everyone? Share your story. Here's the paradox. We're taught that being nice is the key to making friends and being accepted. And yes, being easygoing and agreeable makes those first connections fast. But sustaining those relationships is another matter. It's easy to pretend to be someone for a short time, but you can't keep up that mask forever. Eventually, the performance cracks, and the real you comes out, sometimes after months or years. Then both parties feel a sense of betrayal or confusion. Who was I even friends with? Ni sti sai. Pretending to be someone you're not in friendships, romantic relationships, even family bonds, it always leads to resentment or exhaustion. The version of yourself you presented was never sustainable, and often, the other person was responding to that performance, not the true you. So, what happens if you simply stop performing for others? If you decide not to rush into over-the-top friendliness, not to make yourself available before you actually know someone? At first, the world might call you cold, standoffish, or difficult. But here's the reality. You're filtering out those who are seeking easy targets for their own validation or those who expect you to constantly perform for them. You attract people who want authenticity, who can handle honesty, and who respect your boundaries. When you draw those boundaries, it actually earns you more respect over time, even if you seem less popular at first. People know where they stand with you. You don't have to pretend interest in things that bore you. You don't have to stay at social events that drain you. You don't have to smile when you're tired or laugh at unfunny jokes. Your energy becomes yours to give where you truly want. Remind yourself right now, like, subscribe, or comment how you plan to stop performing for others in your own life. It's important to remember, this isn't about being rude or unfriendly. It's about being real. If you want to be friends with someone, be genuinely friendly. Don't force it. Don't overcompensate or contort yourself to win approval. Friendliness should have truth behind it, or it's just a mask. Have you ever noticed how the relationships you built while you were performing are the same ones that felt the most draining? Maybe it started out easy, but soon you found yourself unable to keep up. Or you realized you didn't actually even like the person. When you try to be friends with everyone, you spread yourself so thin that none of your connections are truly fulfilling or lasting. A friend to all is often a friend to none. People can usually sense when you're not being real with them, and many will pull away because of it, even if they can't articulate why. Often, the people you labeled as cold or aloof when you were younger were simply protecting their authenticity. You felt uncomfortable with them because they didn't immediately validate you. Now, looking back, it's clear. They were honest and weren't interested in performing for approval. That's strength, not coldness. Protecting your boundaries helps filter out the people who only want something from you. But it also invites in those who appreciate you for who you truly are. When you reserve your energy, excitement, and kindness for people and moments that genuinely deserve it, you create space for deep, authentic connections. So, how do you start being your real self? You simply stop performing. Show excitement or joy when you feel it. Don't fake it for someone else. Be direct and honest in conversation. If you don't care about a topic, you don't need to pretend. Be generous with your energy when it feels right, and take space when you need to recharge. Show kindness, but don't force cheerfulness or agreeableness just to win affection. It's okay to just listen, to observe, even to sit quietly if that's what feels authentic. People with authentic connections don't need to seek validation everywhere they go. And yes, it might mean you seem less popular on the surface, but the people who stick around are the ones who matter. You don't have to waste time maintaining a friendship or relationship that's built on exhaustion and resentment. What about the people pleasers? Do they realize they're manipulating? Not always, but that doesn't change the outcome. If your niceness is about creating a specific view of yourself, that's control. If you're hiding the real you to avoid rejection, that's not kindness, it's negotiation. And remember another truth, you can't be friends with everyone. That's not real life, and it's not healthy. Deep relationships require choosing sides, having opinions, and sometimes disappointing people. So, next time you feel pressure to act, speak, or emote in a way that doesn't reflect how you truly feel, pause. Ask yourself, am I performing for others right now, or am I being real? Let your relationships grow from a space of transparency and honesty, even if not everyone approves. You don't owe your energy, your approval, or your constant availability to anyone. Before you go, check out our other videos on setting boundaries and building true self-worth. Hit that bell so you never miss a chance to grow with us here on the Growth Mindset Project.